How's it going, guys? If you've been following me on Instagram, you've noticed that I'm doing a road to a $10,000 payout. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on how that is going and what I have been looking for. So basically we are going to be using the prop firm Tradeify, which I'm sure most of you guys are aware of. If not, you guys can go look them up. But essentially I am copy trading 5 100K accounts, and to reach the $10,000 payout I need to have $4,500 in profit across all of these accounts. So it's a little bit more than $20,000 that I need to reach, and then I'm allowed to go ahead and take out 50% of, or up to $2,000 on these accounts. So times 5, that's $10,000. And then full transparency, when you do use a prop firm, typically there is some sort of profit split. With these guys, it is a 90-10, so it will really be a $9,000 that's gonna hit my bank account, but still $10,000 payout, right? So as you guys can see my screen here, this is Tradeify's journal, which is pretty cool, that I like. I am about $11,000 across all 5 of these accounts right now. And average win-loss, this is something I can improve on. I feel like most traders, we always have a little bit more, we hang on to our losers, right? Too long. So I'm gonna be working on that. And then the win rate is about 72%. So that's kind of my bread and butter. I go for a little bit higher hit rate with a lower like risk to reward. So that's just how I like to trade, but 1.2 profit factor. And then I guess this is just like a current trade streak. So 40 winners, 15 losers. So first week we crushed it. We were up about $10,000 or so, 11. And then we're up about 12,000 this week. And then in one day, poof, all 5 days of trading was gone, right? Isn't that crazy how you can have winning day, winning day, winning day, winning day, winning day, and another winning day, and then just lose it all just like that. So these have a $2,500 per account daily maximum drawdown. So I ended up hitting that across all the accounts, but luckily Thursday and Friday we were able to make up most of it. So again, these accounts are sitting at $11,000 across the 5. So we're about halfway to our goal. I really think we can get that, especially this week. They're going to be dropping a lot of news with some big tech companies that are going to be reporting earnings, as well as FOMC. So hopefully the government is still shut down, so I'm not sure what type of volatility we're going to get, but maybe they open it back up this week, right? So we'll see. And then as I've been trading through these days, I will just show you what I have been looking for. And it's really just been base hits. So the only 2 indicators that I personally use is the 9 EMA, which I think is the greatest tool to have for day traders, and then VWAP. So VWAP just kind of shows me what direction the market is trending, right? So that's this yellow line right here. I just kind of use it for my to show me which way the trend is going. So you never want to trade against the trend. You're gonna get burned so many times. So make sure you're following the trend. And then the 9 EMA is this green line here, which just allows me to know when there is a reversal or pending reversal, just like on 1023. So this was pre-market session. It was kind of selling off, and then right as the market opened at 6:30, it was super bullish. So I never trade the first 5, 10, 15 minutes of the day. And so I just kind of waited for it to pull back a little bit. I entered right around here when it broke below the 9 EMA, and then it rode back up. And pretty easy, 10, 15, 20 point trade there. That's really all I've been looking for. So you don't need to have a bunch of different indicators or lines or charts or this and that. You just want to identify the trend, trade with the trend, and then just make sure you're setting your stop losses for what's reasonable for you guys' account size. So Tradeivate did roll out new update with your risk settings here. So if you do hit that little blue button, it will take you to your accounts where you can go ahead and turn on different risk settings. So I highly recommend that you guys turn this on, whether it's $500 you're willing to lose or maybe even more. You guys can go ahead and turn that on and off. So on this account, for whatever reason, it doesn't look like you can completely lock your trading for the day. You can always go in here and like change this, right? If it was 500, you could go back and change this to 600. If you wanted to keep trading, you definitely don't want to do that. But if you have a Tradeovate live account with them, there's another setting down here in the bottom, and you can like totally lock your account, so you can't do anything with it until the following day. So that's a feature that Project X has if you guys are trading with Top Step or one of their partners, which is pretty cool. But I highly recommend you guys have some sort of daily loss. This one's given to me from the provider, so I think that's fine because I'm not trading with a lot of size on these accounts. So the road to $10,000 payout is getting close. I'll keep you guys updated on what happens. We did this 2 months ago and it only took us 7 days. Right now we are at about 9 days. So hopefully maybe by Wednesday we'll be able to get there. And if you guys get any questions or are looking for more consistent payouts with your trading, just feel free to like and subscribe to the channel so you guys can get updated on tips and tricks on how to become a better trader.